So I still have it. Um, one. Where did my tablet go? Without. Oh, wait. Aha. And it's at 100%. So that's even perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna take this other tablet. Realize it has no charge on it, which is disappointing. Put it on the side. Wonder why I'm looking at some random YouTube videos. Put the double screen just in case, because I don't know. And start the video since we're already live. How is it going, everybody? I am the Zaben Neo Zaben here on Broadcast Zaben. Here playing some Minecraft. We got some things going down right now. Really, I gotta sign in again. PlayStation, you're something else. Hold on one second. Here we go. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not trying to. I'm not having trouble signing in. Well, technically, but uh, mm, 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 mm. Alright, actually, I was gonna have my second screen there, but I realized kind of how wobbly that is. So I'm gonna remove that. Put it here. I feel like I got a stuffy nose. A lot. Yesterday, I think. Maybe the day before that. Definitely today. Or technically, I should say yesterday, but we're gonna count it as today. We're gonna count it as if it was Sunday instead of Monday. But you know, we got some stuff to get off our chest. So I'm gonna start with this one because this was probably the biggest thing we had going on today. Um, or maybe I should go. No, I'll go chronological. We'll go in order from when we woke up. So to start things off, I have second screen connected. Okay. No, but to start things off, when uh, getting prepared, um, there we go. I just realized this guy was trying to talk to me, and I'm just like completely ignored him. There we go. But today we woke up. It was good old, not really good old. My torso still hurts, you know, from all the exercising. I don't know who told my aunt. I think it has to be her girlfriend that told her because her girlfriend was talking to me a lot about like doing like was it like investing in yourself was her words. And I'm just like, there's no way I'm gonna forget because she keeps repeating the dang word. Or at least that phrase. Eh. Uh, Whoops, apparently I don't know how to spell upon a time. Stop it. I can't believe how bad I am. Oh my god, now I'm having a problem with Hollywood. Um, okay, there you go. So now I gotta do this now. See, I'm a little busy, so sorry if this stream and the way that I'm talking is very, lower that. Kind of like all over the place. Huh? What does he mean, man? Oh, I think I know what I mean. I don't get why people just say it. You know what I mean? Just say it. Oh, hold on. I gotta send all of my. I hate when I do this. I gotta send it to her first. I gotta be like, well, you gotta do this, and then I'll do this. Oh, hold on 1 second. Is this slime just pushing me? Oh, okay. So you don't take slime from, or you don't take slime. And then I'll wait. I'm gonna just ask him. Because this is so much just going on. Um, but as I was trying to say, so today it was supposed to be, or it was, a we had a gender reveal party, and there we go. And at the party, I mean, it was all right, I guess. I mean, the only reason why I say it's all right is because this kid brought his what? Okay. Uh, kid brought his Nintendo Switch, and oh my goodness. And on the Switch, he had like all these different games. I was like, oh snap, you know. I mean, he had Minecraft on there. Obviously, I have it for the PS4. He had Mario Kart, and then someone, I think it was my cousin. Eh, hold on. Ooh, we're having a bit of an issue. Alright, there we go. And then now I hear the dogs going off. What is happening out there? It's so late at night. It's literally midnight. It's stop stuttering. It's 12:30. Like, what are they barking at? But as I was trying to say, was um, yeah. So we had the gender reveal party, and then a kid brought a Switch. Somebody put on. I still think it's my cousin. Put on Smash Bros. Ultimate, and me knowing me, I was just like, oh boy. So in the kid's mind, right? Because the kid who owns it obviously would be good at the game, as opposed to someone who doesn't even own the game. Fortunate enough, I do, right? Oh, excuse me. So they wanted to see who would win in a fight, me or the kid. Um, and then of course I won because I play a lot more, um, like in the competitive field, and I wanted to do those Smash competitions, those tourneys. um, so of course, like I won, and then a part of me was just like, "Ooh, I feel bad," because like the kid, like, I feel like the whole time he was like happy and stuff, but then like he played against me and like barely laid hits on me, and I was just like, oh snap, because in the little group it was just like he was the best, the top dog. Uh, Jeez. Not mature? What? Natural. And then Lee. There we go. See, I don't know why that was hard. Apparently I don't know how to spell. um... What is this guy? Is he gonna keep on with this? Cause... Hmm? There we go. Swear, I keep having this con with this guy. But I'm gonna still, after that, really, it wasn't much. It was just like we had a fun little time at the gender reveal party, and then, did I break? Oh, okay, for a second I thought I messed up one of the, dirt blocks. But, come on, there we go. Oh wait, couldn't I just pick them all up and then... Oh, well I guess I picked up exact. I don't want to have this convo with this guy again. I swear, it's like today's just not my day. Oh my goodness. What? Hold on. He's gonna be like, oh, why didn't you say that? I'm gonna be like, you knew. I know you did. Don't act like... See, now I wanted to talk about something, but then now this guy is like stealing the show. He's playing like dumb, you know? Like, come on. Oh boy, this guy. Okay, so I brought this story up before. At least I'm pretty sure I have. Of a old coworker that I used to have. We both quit. He ended up getting a new job. I ended up going to YouTube and doing stuff with the U.S. Army. And there we go. And he was the one that like kept being persistent. I'm pretty sure I said the story, but for those that don't know, let's say you come to my channel, you don't know what's going on. This is an old coworker of mine. Again, like I said, we both used to work together. Obviously, coworker. And it turned out he had like some type of a crush on me or something like that. He's still going. Is this guy still... Oh, no. I swear, it's like I want to jab him in the throat. But then it's just like taken in the wrong way. It'd be like, oh, but then you hate gay people. But like, no. I'm sure a ton of gay people can understand when no means no. Like, it's so frustrating. Awesome, come to an understanding. I just want to see if he says anything after this, because he just went, okay! There you go. Perfect, we got rid of that. And we got rid of this guy. Alright, there we go. What a weirdo. I'm sorry. Okay, so first of all, don't take it the wrong way. I have nothing against the LGBT. Now, I might be, you know, joking a lot about like, oh, you know, that's gay or whatever, but like, in full honesty, nothing wrong with that. The game's trying to screw us. Sorry about that. But yeah, it was just so weird. I thought the guy was just gonna be like, "Hey, how you doing? How's it been?" And you know, just catch up. But again, nothing wrong. Nothing going. Not going against the LGBT in any way. Of course, I might say something again like, "Oh, that's just gay." You know, that might be offensive to most people, and I don't mean it that way. It's just something that I've been saying growing up, and I think I learned that from family. I would want to say, maybe friends, who knows. But again, nothing against the LGBT. So you just gotta understand, you just gotta bear with me. I don't mean to insult the LGBT community, but like, I'm pretty sure more, like, if not all, excuse me, the entire community, because this coworker had a crush on me. Who knows how long ago? I haven't worked there in years, and you know, I haven't even talked to him since how many months? When was it? May, June, July, August. So in 3 months, I haven't even talked to this guy, and it was the same situation 3 months ago that's happening right now. Is him going, "Hey, have you had sex yet?" And then me proceeding to say no, because I'm not gonna just go and, you know, let's say get someone to do that. Like, no. Like, could I? Possibly, I don't know. I mean, if they're cheap, want like $5? um, oh, this is gonna hurt, but oh, okay. Okay, I'm good. But again, like I'm trying to say is, you know, it's crazy to think like you would expect, like I really thought by having a gay friend things would be fun. You know, like I could go to somebody, you know, maybe I could go to someone who, like, this guy knew about like the new iPhones and the features and knew some stuff about video games, and I was like, okay, you know, he could be a buddy. But this guy, all he thinks about is just sex with me, and it's horrible. Like it really is. Uh, It's crazy because I keep telling him no. Like I don't know how many times like I insult him, I be honest with him, I'm polite with him. Like I go through all these different phases of just telling him no. Even right now, like I told him, like I have a girlfriend now, and he's what surprised me is he goes, "What? You have a girlfriend?" And I'm just like, yeah, I do." Right? Um, and then I'm like, dude, you saw the post, because in Facebook you can decide if you want it to be public or not, and I made it public. Like, yeah, you know, this is. Oh, I had iron bars in here. Oh wait, no, that's the one I made. My brain is dumb. But wait, hold on, I want to see something. Okay, that's it's not in there. Okay, just wanted to check if iron bars would have been in there. Um, but this guy, come on, again. Not saying this is the whole LGBT, but what annoys me about this is I feel like someone could take, I don't know, my words, context of being like, oh, this guy's gay and I want to beat him up, into a wrong way because they took out the context and just left that. And you know, people do that a lot of times where you could be like, oh, you know, this happened and blah blah blah, and depending on the people, you'd believe it. And we'll get into something else in a bit, but um, and it was just insane. Like this dude just doesn't stop. I keep telling him like, no, 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 stop, no, I'm not gay. I don't want to have any form of intercourse with you. He's like, oh, but just no, it's oral, and oral is, if you never took sex ed, is a form of sex. And I keep telling him like, for one, I'm not gay, right? I'm not like I see that you doing that to me is I see that as I perceive that as gay because if male female, it's straight, male male, gay, female female, gay, or lesbian. I don't know if there's, because I've seen women say like I'm gay, you know. So like I don't know if it's still cool to say like, oh, two women are gay, you know. But it's true. Like I don't know how to get this. Like I'm so close, so very close to just blocking this guy, just completely blocking him off. Because even then, when I said like I have a girlfriend now, and he's like, "What? You have a girlfriend?" I'm like, "Dude, you looked at my status. I think you put like either a like or a wow emoji. I'm pretty sure I could go back into it, to be honest, because it's not like it's that far back." Um, I'm just like, dude, you looked at my status, and then he goes, "Oh, well, I don't look at everything that I like," and I'm just like, what does it even mean? You just look, oh, look at that, boom, like, and then just move on to the next thing. Like, I can maybe to an extent understand, but let me see if I can find it. J right here. Yeah, he put a like. He put the like emoji. So we have two people with a shock, right? Old coworkers too. One of them was just one of them was a manager, and the other one was just a regular old coworker. Five people put a like. Two of them being old coworkers. One of them is the gay one. That keeps coming at me, and it's irritating. And then we got one, two, six people putting a heart emoji or emoticon, whatever reaction. Um, who's this guy? Oh, that's Minnie. I see you, my boy. Um, and then Gabriel with "Who's the lucky girl?" Um, and everyone else will see in an upcoming photo. Hopefully sometime this week. There we go. People during World War II. Hold on, I gotta hear this. Okay, I love that. Showing like people. Wait, what's this? Goofy. Okay. Excuse me. But yeah, again, like as I'm trying to say, nothing. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Gastritis, my man. Don't ever get gassy. But as I was trying to say was, don't let like this in a way can be considered, or at least I can see this as being considered like sexual assault. And let's see, I want to look it up. Hey Siri, what is the definition of sexual assault?
I found this on the web.
There we go. So we're gonna look it up right here. According to, does it say the web? No? Okay. To self.com. It says what is sexual assault and what isn't according to the law. It says sexual assault and harassment, or maybe it is sexual harassment. I don't know, but let's figure it out. Has been in the news. Yeah, I agree. It's been in the news. At first, a recap, October 5th, New York Times published, blah, 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 detailing number of sexual harassment allegations women have made about Weinstein, over the past 3 decades. Isn't a decade like 10 years, so therefore 30? More women came forward to share their own experiences of assault and harassment. Mute that. Put that back up. I'm gonna skip past that. Here we go. So what does sexual assault actually mean? It's actually harder to define than you think. Really. It says sexual assault is basically an umbrella term that includes sexual activities such as rape, fondling, and attempt. So then what's sexual harassment? So maybe this is harassment. What is sexual? Oh, is it this right here? Sexual harassment. Harassing, typically of a woman, because that does happen more, in a workplace or other professional or social situations involving the making of unwanted sexual advances or obscene remarks. There we go. So I can say, clear as day, with this definition, that I'm being sexually harassed by this guy. And it's just like, it's so annoying. Because this is kind of putting us on a platform, right? YouTube, talking, doing stuff. What bothers me is this guy doesn't take no as an answer. And I'm hoping, now that we're in a relationship, and I should have probably just lied, but like, yeah, dude, I have tons. Just lie about it, but I might do that next time. I'm like, yo, it was dope. And just realistically, I'm just playing Minecraft. It's a little sad, not really, because I kind of don't care. Because it's not what I'm focused on. If we were to talk about what we're focused on, it's been the military, U.S. Army. I've been trying to get in shape for it. My body, again, still hurts. It still hurts from it, but I'm trying to improve and become a better person myself. And with the help of the military, I really want it to be where they can help me become a better person, make me, I don't know, I guess more of a man than what I am, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. It's a very high honor to be in the military. It is hard to maintain. You do have to keep up a certain body type and get past certain things and stay fit. And the idea of that's just in case anything happens, you are prepared. So that's why I've been more focused on that, and trying to give my girlfriend to understand, like, look, this is what I'm doing. I would, like, I would like to bring you in at some point, even if it isn't for the exercises, or you maybe considering to join that, because she's thinking to herself that she can join the Marines. And my knowledge of the Marines has been, hey, look, we're the branch that pushes a lot harder than the other branches, right? And I think the reason why she does that is because she has friends that are going into the Marines. They chose Marines, or they saw like the Marine soldiers, or I should say just the Marines, because I can't say, hey, you're a soldier, and it's like, no, I'm a Marine. I'm in the Marines. I'm a Marine. If you're in the Army, then you say soldier. So, again, like I said, or was trying to say, is I think that she saw her friends going into the path of the Marines, and some of them actually going. So she has the mentality like, oh, my friends did it, and this is something good, so I should do the Marines. But again, it's that thing of like, there's so much to it. I mean, each branch kind of acts differently, even though it's kind of like the same thing. But each one acts very differently, and I hate the noises over there, so we're gonna go back over here. um, but speaking of which, I think earlier I said, um, actually I don't even remember what I said earlier, but I did say I was gonna bring something back up, so I might be saying it in here. I'm not 100% sure because I don't even remember what I said. Um, but earlier today, oh man, my day was going good. It really was. I'd just gotten out of the party. We went to get some food. I really wanted to try the new Impossible Burger, right? Or the Impossible Whopper from Burger King. So they had this thing where for $7 you can get the regular and the Impossible, and then you could, try both, or maybe one of your buddies, whatever. So we did that, waited for a while. My mom got her food from another spot. I went to Burger King, got it from there, and then, um, went home. Even kind of thinking about it right now, my body's just like pumping up. I actually might need to use my Monk, which I hope to do a review someday. I kept saying it for a while, but I don't know how to use it in a way that I like TV ad is kind of how I want to do. But hold on one second. Okay, I just did it one time, and I'm feeling, I guess, happier. I feel more calm. Um, so yeah, I go home and this happens. I'm talking with my girlfriend. I notice, because we're using Facebook Messenger, and we always switch. I don't know why. We go to like Facebook Messenger, and then we go to Snapchat, and then we're in regular texting messages, and I was just like, what? um, but I noticed that somebody in Messenger, Facebook Messenger, was messaging me, and I also had a friend request. And I was just like, I don't know this guy. It says they're friends with my girlfriend. I don't know what's going on. So I was like, whatever. I kind of just blew it off. But then again, like I said, a message popped up, and I was like, what the heck? Why am I getting a message notification? So I look, and sure enough, this guy, first thing he does, he goes, hey, dude, your girlfriend's cheating on you. She's a liar. And then I'm just like, what? And in my head, I'm like, oh, maybe this is, because she has some weird friends. That's what's going through my head. Like, she has some weird, interesting friends, right? Like, they'll be going to do random stuff. I'm just like, oh, really? What the heck? But it's cool. So I ask her at first, I'm like, is this one of your friends? She says, no, that's just someone no. She said no. Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I asked if she was friends with this person. She said no. It's someone that she like left behind. Like when you drop your friends and stuff like that, or people that were friends with, or maybe there was some bad influence and you're like, oh, I really don't want this. Like, I've done that many times before, where I hanged out with people that, thought like doing gang stuff was cool, or was all about like the clout. So I was just like, yeah, it's not really my thing. Like, I feel like my clout now would just be like, hey, Smash, or I don't know, like some guy in Smash. I don't know how to explain clout, to be completely honest with you, but those are the people that like I dropped. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna talk, less, and then just dropped. So she was explaining like that's what it was. Like, this is just some guy that she was friends with, and I was just chatting like normal, like I would like some random person. I didn't know the guy, so I was just like, hey, dude. I was just like, hey, man. Or not even man. I said there was a point where I was pissed. Sorry, but we'll get to that part. I was just like, hey, dude. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but like, well, no. At first, I was like, why are you lying? Like, why the hate and stuff like that? And the dude was just like, no, for real, go ask her. And it's stupid. I'm just saying, it's stupid to think that. And imagine telling somebody that someone's a liar and then asking the liar if it's true. I'm sorry, but that's like the dumbest thing ever, and I want to call him out on that. Like, that's pretty dumb. That doesn't stick to your story at all. So, oh man, I should have called him out on it. But like, okay, well, if she's a liar and she's telling me this, and why would I ask her and do this? Like, who am I supposed to believe? I should have asked some stupid stuff like that. Be like, okay, well, how am I supposed to know if she's telling the truth or not? Huh? What if she says, yeah, she did, and she's a liar, so she didn't? Like, what do I believe? I should have acted really dumb. Sometimes my brain tells me to act dumb, but this is one of those situations where someone is bringing conflict to someone that I love. Like, I actually did. Like, my girlfriend and I mean, it's been a while. I mean, a week? It's kind of fast, but I'm just saying it now. Before like this week of us being official, we've talked a lot, and we're trying to get an understanding and such of who we are and kind of what we want from each other. That's what you should do. I feel like it may not be like that for most situations, but I do feel. I mean, when consider dating or looking for someone to be with, you should have time to be able to get to know that person. Digital FaceTime is still technically digital, right? Let's just say texting, FaceTime, going out, maybe spending a little bit of time together somewhere, like a park. Oh, excuse me. I'm thinking like one of those national, or not, would it be national park or state park? I think it'd be state park. So like one of them state parks, not one of them little like little kid ones. No, because that would be like, what are these grown folk doing over here? I mean, if you're younger, you could probably get away with it, but oh man, I just realized I gotta do that to this side. But if you're older, obviously, going to a playground may not look so good. I mean, unless you have a kid, then I'm pretty sure that would be a good exception, right? But anyway, this guy was just going at it. He was just constantly saying, I want to see what my bro said. Hold on. So, this is what I'm going to tell you guys. This is a quote from my boy Joey. He says, yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. So, so at this time, it was already 11. I think the movie we were watching was Avengers Endgame, so it was close to ending, I want to say, because I think it ended at about midnight. So it was about an hour before. And I said, it wasn't kidding about the people who say nigs ain't she's. I think I could say that, and if not, I apologize. I really don't know what you can say on YouTube anymore, to be completely honest. I should say nuggets. Yeah, that's what we're gonna say from now on. because I see that quote all the time. Everybody, like mostly females, but they put it, and I'm like, you're just dumb. But then now this is my understanding. Like, oh, I get you now. I get where you're coming from. But anyway, after that, I said some people really just want to ruin your life, and I take most of my inspiration from a comic book hero, Captain America. I mean, come on. He's the most like patriotic person you know, doing the best for America, saving the world, and he's just a human with a shield essentially. Sure, he's like 4 times the man in strength and speed and metabolism and everything, but still, I said it right here. I said, but what I've learned from Captain America is when life pushes you and tells you to move. All right, I love this quote. I really do. When life pushes you and tells you to move, you plant yourself like a tree beside I should put beside on there, not by, but beside the river of truth and say no you. And this is where my bro jumps in an hour later, or 2 hours later, almost 2 hours later, we'll say. He says, yeah, absolutely, homie. uh, you're worried about yourself and your little circle of people who care about you and protect that. There's a lot of evil people in this world that will leech off of you from your happiness and well-being. So you keep on focusing on being, or on the positivity, my guy. It's a little weird, but you can understand what he's saying. To translate, he's saying, yes, obviously, meaning I agree. Like, yeah, it's pretty obvious. But right here, we'll pass that intro. He's saying you worry about yourself and your little circle of people who care about you and protect that, meaning only focus on those that you care about and those people who actually care about you. It's why my bros and I, Joey and Johnny, we've been like inseparable ever since we've established like we're the bros, because we do genuinely care about each other, and no matter what we do, sure, we have our own faults in each other, but we understand. Like my bro Joey at a point, I'm pretty sure I said this in a last or in one of the previous Minecraft streams, but my bro Joey, for a while we went to some stuff without him, and my bro Joey was just like, hey, why do you guys go and not invite me to anything? And I was just like, oh, well, sometimes, most of the time you're working, or you don't answer your phone. And he's like, yeah, I get that I don't answer my phone and I work a lot, but I still want to be invited to stuff. And it was just like that. I was just like, oh, okay, well, obviously Johnny and I need to do a bit more improvement. And you also need a bit more improvement. I didn't say you need to improve, dude. I wasn't saying that, but I was like, yeah, Johnny and I do need to improve. We need to, and talking a little bit with Johnny, like behind the scenes, on one-on-one, I was like, really, like, he wants to just be invited to things? Like, it seemed like something so easy. You know what I mean? Like, the guy just wants to be invited to stuff. Like, okay, like that ain't hard, But yeah, thinking more about it and such, like, I was just like, okay, yeah, yeah, because my bro Johnny was telling me, he's like, yeah, for obviously this is a situation where something little has a big impact. It's like throwing, or not throwing, but rather rolling a snowball down a mountaintop of snow, and then by the time it reaches the end, you got this giant boulder-sized ball of snow. It builds up as it rolls down. And then obviously if it hits something, big impact. But you get what I mean. How doing something little can make a big impact. So when Joey was telling us, like, I want to be invited to things, I was just like, yeah, I understand. I would love to improve myself to make you happy, because you're my bro. We've been through thick and thin, and obviously we're having a bit of a talk, not getting through Minecraft, but it's true. I was just telling him, like, you're my bro, man. Anything I can do to improve, because I don't want him to be upset. Again, like I said, we've been through so much in our time of knowing each other, and it's pretty crazy to think, again, like, something as small as just inviting you to an event, even if you're just gonna say no, it makes a big impact. So, and he admitted himself, because again, I kept bringing up the point, like, he's just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. My bro Johnny just kept bringing up, like, oh, well, like, you're not unwanted. And I was just thinking to myself, like, no, just be, straightforward. Like, bro, like, whenever we do something, typically you're either at work or you're tired, or sometimes you don't even answer your phone. Like the other day, we wanted to play The Forest with you, and this was still the same day, not actual the other day, but through text, I was telling him like, the other day we were texting you about playing this game, and you didn't even reply or anything. Like you didn't. It didn't seem like you picked up your phone. Um, and then I was telling him that, and he's like, yeah, I do need to. And he admitted himself. He's like, yeah, we do have our own faults. I need to improve on being able to socialize and talk to you guys a bit more through text and such. And I was like, yes, thank you, because ooh, excuse me, what the heck? And I was just thinking like, yes, oh my goodness, where's my water at? Okay, I think we're better, kind of. So my bro again, um he just like, he admitted, he was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna improve trying to talk to you guys. And then we were, because I brought up something about communication. I think it was more on our part, like, oh yeah, we need better communication to be able to like have events, because like he usually works, I don't know, Mondays and Tuesdays, and he's off Wednesday. So we're like, hey, we're gonna do something on Wednesday. Then he's like, oh no, I got work, and the next thing you know, his schedule changes where he's working on Wednesdays, and we're just like, what the heck? Um, and then also another thing about that is with my bro Johnny being able to um, go to school. He's got to you know well, I mean, his schedule won't be that bad, because what he told me was he'll be out in the afternoon, so regardless, he should be well, but he just has to be up early in the morning. um, but anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea that, again, ow, we've been through so much, and yet kind of here we are faced with a different task. Now, this one, I feel like, again, it's just this guy coming out of nowhere saying, hey, your girlfriend's a liar, she's a cheater. Um, and then, I'm asking this dude, like, okay, so where's your evidence and such? And the dude's just like, oh, we were doing it last night. Why do you think, she wasn't even texting you or talking with you last night? I'm just like, uh, bro, like, she was texting me all last night. Like, clearly what you said doesn't support what you're claiming. Like, you messed up twice so far, from what I remember. I already blocked him, and then I put hide messages, so I don't have to, like, look back at it and just be like, really trying to. Oh, I forgot I had this right here. Oh, uh, you know, I just didn't want that negativity on me, and, just kind of like how my bro said. Um, but I definitely agree with my bro that we should just be able to focus more on the circle that we have, instead of worrying about some other circle or another shape that stumbles by. But again, like, this is just some guy who, for no reason, maybe I don't know, had something to associate with my girlfriend. Like, I know, and I don't know if this was a big deal for them. Like, maybe this guy was best buddies with. Know for a fact that my girlfriend had a friend who passed away, and um, they said that the reasoning for that, and why she's improving herself, was because back then they were a bit more like the party animals. They'd be drinking and doing stupid stuff, and that's just what they liked and wanted to do. And you know, uh, the fact that you lose one of your best friends is, it's heartbreaking. I don't think I could ever imagine that. Like, I'm having a hard time leaving, you know, and that's just leaving. Like, my friends aren't dying or anything, but yet leaving them behind to pursue um, the military, it's still like a challenge in its own way. And you know, I I can understand that it's hard for her to um, it's hard for her to go through certain things, and I can understand if she's dropping people because of that. Like, she's sorry, I need to also do this at the same time. It's a bit hard to talk and navigate a blueprint at the same time. So this is number 1. Where's number 2? Oh, all the way at the end. So sorry about that. But you know, again, like I said, like I feel like this is something that, or somebody that she dropped behind, you know, to try and improve herself as a person, and yet kind of here we are, you know. Hold on. Huh? Is that the way I did it on this one? Hold on, let's see. Oh no, I did 1, 2, bam. Okay, sorry about that. But again, like I can understand if this is someone. 1, 2, bam. Okay. Then it's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is the part that I hate. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because then this is okay, perfect. But anyway, it was the most randomest thing ever. And to be completely honest with you guys, like my blood was boiling. Like my heart was pounding. Like I didn't even know how to reply. Like my mind was telling me, "Hey, just stay calm, relax, just stay calm." Crap, I didn't even make it. Flip. But yeah, that's what my mind was telling me. It's like, all right, just calm down, stay calm. Don't get worked over this, you know. Just take it easy. It was literally just calming myself down, and I was like, okay, whatever. Let's calm down, okay. But being persistent, this guy was constantly, oh, dude, you nugget. All right, because I'm not gonna say it anymore, or at least I was gonna, but then I'm just like, no, we shouldn't. But you know, he was like, come on, nugget. I'm not going that way. He was just like, yeah, look, watch, you're gonna be texting me saying you were right, and then I'm just thinking to myself, like, this dude's so annoying. And in the back of my mind, again, like, my whole body was just like, your body doesn't hurt anymore. You ain't sore. You're in rage mode now. You're gonna go fight this kid. You're gonna show him what's up. You're gonna show him what Army Strong, or is it Army Strong? Yeah. You're gonna show him what Army Strong is, and then you're gonna, you know, after you do your business, showing him after, you know, what's Army Strong, you're just gonna, you know, take it easy from there. But the back of my mind, which overpowered the rest of my body, which I'm really surprised, was, hey, dude, just relax, stay calm. Obviously, you know, this isn't nothing to get worked over. Come on, just relax. This guy doesn't even know you. You're probably never gonna see this guy ever in your life. Like, that was going through my head. Eventually, like, it just overcame me. Because the whole time, I'm thinking, like, crud. If, let's say I got into a fight, and for some reason the cops show up or something, you know, just what if, right? Get into a fight, cop shows up, and then it's just, you know, anything that goes on my record will be bad for me in the long run when it comes to the military. Like, they want to look at, oh, did you get into any fights and things like that. So obviously that would look bad on my part if, you know, after so long of just, you know, doing that and such. Like, again, like, I'm getting, like, frustrated talking about it, but yet I also feel, like, relieved, you know. It's a weird feeling of the two, because it's like, well, do you want to be relieved? Do you want to be mad? It's just like, I'm both. Like, I get mad, but then it's just like, I don't know. It's really weird, but my bro, I got him involved, kind of. I was just like, bro. And he's just like, what? What's going on? What's happening? I was just like, dude, this little kid, like, I don't know what's his problem, but he's talking all this. Have you relaunched the game? Does it need to update? Hold on, let's see something really quick. I'm gonna peep this out really quick. But yeah, I mean, it was just so frustrating because this dude comes out of nowhere, and I'm playing it off like, okay, you know, just stay calm, don't do anything stupid, and I'm just like, hey man, you know, I have a low battery, dang it. I was like, hey man, do you need like a job or something? Like, I can hook you up. Like, why are you coming to me about all this? And he just kept going, being persistent. Because your girlfriend's a cheater. She's lying, dude. She's a cheater. And it's just like, what? Like, at least if you're gonna be, for one, if you're gonna say that somebody's partner is gonna be cheating, at least be realistic. I probably, again, like, if my brain was in dumb mode, it would have been like so many different things. I would have been like, oh, she's cheating on me. Dang, well, I guess I gotta either cheat on her, or, oh man, I guess I'm breaking up with her. You know, just say some stupid stuff. And then, you know, like, it was just so frustrating. Again, I don't know why my brain, oh, just be chill, man. And again, also in my mind, I'm like texting my girlfriend at the same time while this is happening, asking her. Because again, I really thought this was just one of her friends just being stupid or something. Like, oh, your girlfriend's cheating, like, as like some type of test. But I was just pissed. Like, I just completely blocked this person. And I think the reason, this is my little theory, because actually, I'm gonna wait to get like a whole stack of this stone, and then the leftovers will be that. But I had a little bit of a theory. The reason why today she said I love you was because this whole argument, again, I don't think this is a test. Because if it is, it's insane. Right? Because it's like, who puts somebody through something like that? To be like, oh, you know, they do like me, they do want a relationship with me. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. Like, there's no way this was that. This was a genuine dude who either, again, wanted to get with my girlfriend, had some grudge with her because of something in the past that nobody's telling me about. So I feel maybe it's best that I do stay out of it. And then should that come to me, then we'll have those issues. But it's so crazy about how many, like, I've always believed in school and stuff that keeping to yourself was the best thing you could do. And honestly, in my end, it was good. Because I didn't have to associate or connect anything with other groups. And, you know, I could say what I wanted because I always kept to myself in my little group instead of, acting like something that I'm not. And, you know, it was this whole thing. And I feel like that's maybe what my girlfriend, in a sense, was doing the opposite of me. She was somebody, because she told me before that her dad told her to make friends or get to know everybody, and I think the reason for that was just more, not so much to be like, oh hey, I know everybody and then blah blah blah, but so more to be like, oh hey, I know everyone, so like, should the situation come where I need that, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a bit more what it is. But I mean, if it really is just like, hey, get to know everybody and things like that, and it's just like, oh, because that's what it says it is. Like, I need to know who everybody is and blah blah blah, and then I'm just like, not me. Because again, during school, like I chose to be that guy. It was just like, well, I'm gonna keep to myself, um, speak when it needs to be spoken, and and whatnot. But uh, that's the path that I chose, and obviously we have two different things. I think if she was a bit more similar to me, or things would have went down differently, she would have not have to gone through all that stuff. I don't really wish that she did because honestly, this is just a pain in my neck. Almost constantly she has these guys trying to flirt with her, sending her nudes and asking for nudes and all this crazy stuff, and it's so annoying because almost constantly I'm telling her like, look, babe, just block the dude. If he's asking for nudes, send like something stupid and then block him, you know, and that's what I tell her to do, and sure enough, she really does it. So it makes me feel happy, like, oh wow, what I'm saying actually, she does. Like even with this guy, because I was like, oh, is this one of your buddies? And she's like, no, that's not one of my buddies. I'm like, okay, block him, get rid of him, delete him. Well, I didn't say block him, but definitely delete. I was like, okay, get rid of him, delete him, because again, like she just said, like this is just some dude that she used to know, so she knows who it is, but they're not buddies. So to an extent, they're not friends. But I don't, especially with her birthday coming up so soon, I don't want to like force her to be like, tell me, you know what I mean? I just want her to take it easy. I asked her where she'd want to go out because I thought I was gonna have enough money to like go out and eat, but instead, or no, other way around. I thought I was gonna have enough to get her something, be like, oh, your birthday's coming up. What do you like, Victoria's Secret or something? I don't know. Here's a gift card. Here's stuff in your size. That was gonna be like that. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't think I have enough for that. I probably do though, to be honest, because I told her, I'm like, hey, you want to go, eat or something? I know you like food, and I was like, thinking, I'm like, I don't know what food you like. Well, realistically, I mean, I know what she likes, but would I say I know what she likes? I mean, she's kind of like me where she eats everything. Oh, no, I do. She likes Chinese food. There we go. So if I had to, I could take her out to like Chinatown or something. But I was asking her, I was like, well, at the time, because I was like, usually I'm in the mood for wings, so I was thinking like, okay, there's a Buffalo Wild Wings. I'll order a little cake, maybe a little ice cream or something for her after we eat, and then maybe share a large. I don't know. Let it vary on her. See what she thinks. Hopefully she says, yeah, let's get a large, because I don't want to pay separate. But I'm completely down. So, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do. Let's do a large, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Anyway, I'm thinking too much because did my dog just sneeze? Okay, that was weird. But again, our birthday's coming up so soon, and I told her, I mean, if Friday she has school, Saturday she would be free. So I told her, I'm like, look, if you have nothing to do on Friday or Saturday, or just either or, I'll come over, get us a ride. Get an Uber or something. We'll ride out to like Buffalo Wild Wings. But then she told me Taco Bell, so that's why I don't want to think too much ahead. But in case, let's do that. But she said like, oh, I think I'm gonna want Taco Bell. And I was just like thinking to myself, I'm like, didn't we have a date where we went to go to Taco Bell? Because we had two dates recently. The first one, let's say, we saw something she wanted to see. Oh, it was a Child's Play. Or, no, not Child's Play. I think they called it Chucky. Or was it Child's Play? Yeah, it was Child's Play. My bad. And it was like the remaster. Oh, no, the reimagining. My bad. Or would you call that a remake? It's kind of the same thing, right? Reimagining, remake. So, we went to go, took her to see that. I bought the tickets, and then we were talking and stuff. And she was like, oh, have you ever tried the mac and cheese from this spot? I was like, nah, I never really go here. I didn't even know that they had mac and cheese, and she's like, yeah, yeah, and I was like, I'll get the like the large size mac and cheese or whatever, and it wasn't that big. I would consider it like a medium, um, but she's like, yeah, I'll get this. So that's let me just say this now, and there's been plenty um, and of course it varies by the person. Let me say that now, um, but it seems like I think a majority, or at least what from what I heard, I think it was like from Steve Harvey too. So I mean, Steve Harvey's a good guy. I trust him for giving advice on that situation. But I could have sworn he said, or somebody else said, that kind of the key to making a good relationship is, or I don't think that was Steve Harvey, but what I've heard, okay, is the key for a good relationship is both the male and the female, or maybe even if you're, gay, woman, woman, man, man. If you and your partner are both chipping in to pay off something, or you go on a date and you do some stuff and you're paying for different things, like how I did, where I paid for the movies. It was like 12 something. Was it 12? Let's just say $13, because you had to add the 50 cents from the thing and whatever. Let's just say $13. I paid $13 for the tickets, and then she paid a much lower price because of the macaroni and cheese being cheaper. So, we ate that together. And then I'm just like, oh wow, this is good. And then she enjoyed it. She ate less because she's like, oh, I have to watch my weight. I'm like, you sure? She's like, yeah. And then so we'd be eating, and then she'll flick some to my side, and I'm like, you sure about this? I don't know. It was funny, but again, uh, the second time, which it's kind of weird on 2 dates and then like official. I mean, it's still something. Most people might need more. Some people maybe just want one date and kind of know from then. Um, but on the second date, we went to go see again. She wanted another movie. She wanted to see a movie. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go see it. I go buy the tickets. I'm there. I'm like, trying to breathe a little bit. I was like, okay, first time was easy. It'll be the same thing. So I was calm like pretty quick. And she shows up. She's wearing this. I forgot what she was wearing the first time, but the second one I remember because it was this bright color. It was orange with, I think, black and white, like V-shaped zigzags. I don't know if it's black and white. Actually, I have a picture. What am I doing? Picture, go up like 50, because I have 105 pictures of her, and then 2 videos, but the second one wouldn't go on my thing, so it's a little weird. Here we go. Ooh, excuse me. She has I just realized she has a different necklace here, but she does have my ring on. And so yeah, so it's a zigzag. I always called it like the fire dress because that's what it reminds me of. It's orange, and then on the zigzag it's white, but then on the inside of the zigzag is another zigzag, and it's got like brown, some black on like the top edges, and then on the bottom is just orange. So until of course you get to this other side, but I was like, damn, what a cutie. And she's worn it a couple times, here. I mean, this is one of them that she used as a profile picture. But man, I just lucked out. What can I say? And I say lucked out because not only are all these guys just let me delete this. Okay, we're good. There he is. I just want. Ooh. Forgot I took screenshots and I sent it to my bro. But oh man. Oh, she likes white boys. I'm like, I'm pretty white. I am Latino, but I don't know Spanish, so I'm no different than a white man. I mean, I don't have like a Spanish accent. I feel like you can when you speak Spanish, you can put in like an accent. Like I could say some numbers like, "Hey Siri, give me a random 4-digit number."
Okay, I found this on the web for give me a random 4-digit number. Check it out.
Okay, let's go with this. Because I remember I worked retail. So here we go, 2603. So I used to work, not retail, I used to work fast food. And I had to give the price, and usually the customers were Spanish, and I had to say it in Spanish. So let's say $26.03. So if it was just that, I'd be like, 26 con tres. Like, with 3. Or, you know. Let's say another one. Here you go, 1917. That's 19, 16, no, 19, 19, 17. Right? 17, 17, 16, 17, 18. See, yeah. I feel like there's a bit of, ¿qué quieres? Like, I feel like that's just me. Like, if I feel like I said my name, I always say, like, depending what I'm talking. Because I feel like sometimes I'll talk to someone in Spanish, they'll be like, ay, ¿cómo te llamas? I'm like, ay, yo soy Nelson Santana. Like, I don't like saying my name, but, Nelson that's how you'd say it, Nelson Santana. Heck, even when I was talking with one of my sergeants, he knows Spanish. And he's just like, why don't you say it with an accent? I'm like, my family ain't teach me Spanish, and, I don't really know it that well, and I don't speak Spanish all the time, and blah, blah, blah. And he's just like, but you're Mexican, you know you are. And I'm like, I'm Puerto Rican. And he's like, even better. And I was just like, shut up. He's a little goofball, man. But, yeah, because we only need, like, a stack. Right? I feel like I say it now, but then later on I'm gonna regret it. Let's make, that's for sure. I'm gonna need this. Okay. I don't know if I want to do one more, because I really want to work on that castle and get as much done, even if it's just one block. But yeah. Anyway, so I was having this convo, and if anything, it was just more me saying everything than it was my girlfriend. But I don't mind going back to those messages. As long as I'm not going back to that dude's messages, I'm fine, because he really irritated me. Again, like I said, like I got to the point where I'm like, I don't even care. Like, I will fight this guy just to shut his mouth, Let's see. Here we go. So, yeah, because when he was saying that she's a liar and she's being a word, the nasty word, a whore, okay, I was getting pissed, so I was just like, oh, is this one of your friends? If, I just don't want to say something if it's, one of your buddies just acting dumb or something. And she goes, no, he's not one of my friends. And I said, delete him. I've sent him a message and it's not going through. Well, this is when I sent him a message and it was just like, he didn't receive it. Like, I guess it was still sending or something. And I was like, wow, it's taking forever. She goes, I'm confused. I didn't even know I had him. And I was like, well, you probably just added him by accident or something. Either you sent it to him or maybe the other way around. And you're just like, well, yeah, I guess, And I said, so this is when I was reading the messages. I'm like, ooh, he made my blood like insta boil right now. Like, he barely even said a couple words, and I was just like, ugh, like my leg was shaking. Typically, when I'm mad, I feel like my left leg shakes. Like, I kind of do it on my own sometimes. I feel like you can tell my left leg shakes when I'm mad, but then I feel like my right leg does it when I'm like bored. Like my right one is bored and stuff, and then left is when I'm like pissed. And then she's like, why is, I wonder why he's saying those things. And then she's asking if he said anything else, because she says she knows him, or at least after the bridge she said, I know him. And then, I'm just like, he's saying y'all had sex, y'all cheated on me, And he keeps being persistent about it, and she sends like a emoji, and I'm just telling her like I'm trying to be as calm as possible right now. And she's like, "You don't believe him, do you?" And I'm like, "Heck no! Like I don't even know this dude enough to even be like, oh yeah, really? She did that? Well, I guess we're done." So I said, "Heck no! Like I don't know him. Why am I gonna believe someone like that?" And just aggravated. And then I sent some screenshots to her again, to him just saying like, "Oh, she cheated on you, this and that, blah blah blah." Ask her, and then he goes, "All right." Literally, I'm right here. Um, he's like, "It's true. Ask her. It's true." And I'm like, "Look, bud, if you need a job or something, I can hook you up." And I was ready to give the army number, and then he just goes, "Oh," and then I proceeded. This is where I got mad. I was like, "Just be a man and talk to me." Like, he's just beating around the bush and goes, "LMFAO, alright, watch. You're gonna message me again saying you're right." And I'm like, "Look, bud, I'm a man. You're not ruining this relationship. Get yourself a girl, have some fun, and stop being a square." I'm pretty old. And I told my girlfriend right now, because I was like, I guess this is practice for not getting mad at drill sergeant. Because that's kind of the whole point of the drill sergeants, other than making sure that you're fit, right? Is to make sure that you're broken down and that your mentality fits the oh, I guess it's the other side. But again, like I'm trying to say, is the idea or the goal of the drill sergeant is to break you down so that they could build you back up. It's kind of like fixing. It's kind of like having a computer and then waiting for it to break down, or just breaking it on your own, and then, or at least in the military case, it would be breaking it on your own, and then putting it back together, but like with upgrades. I guess you can consider it that way. So that's like I was like, oh, maybe this is just practice for that, and and I said like I don't even understand like who is this guy, and then she goes, oh, that's just an old friend that I left in the past. Um, and then right here he's like, oh, she's not. You want to know why she's not? Um, Putting your relationship status as something public, it's because she's still with me, or she's getting with me. That's why she doesn't want to do it. I'm just like, what does that even mean? Like, first of all, I've seen better cheaters. First of all, I've seen better cheaters than that. Second, I've never seen somebody just go, "Oh, hey, your girlfriend's cheating with me. She's trash." And then it's just like, that doesn't make sense, because if they're doing that, obviously you would have text. Like, this would be someone who's contacting you. But this person just goes, "Oh, but no, I was like, where's the evidence?" Right? I was like, I can't believe you without any evidence. But this was all off screen. I was like, well, then I can't believe you if I don't see it. Like, how do you two meet each other without some type of text? You know what I mean? So anyway, um, again, he says the relationship status like on Facebook and other social media and stuff is not public uh, because she's apparently cheating with him or something. And I just like, whatever. I need to find a way to out. I need to find a way out, and then just put a block. And then again, she kind of asks like, "Babe, you believe me, don't you?" And I'm like, "Of course." Like, again, like, why am I gonna choose some random dude like I've never met? Like, I've known her longer than I know this guy. Why am I gonna believe him? So she goes, I wouldn't cheat, right? And then straightforward, I'm putting this guy on block. Like, I ignored the message in a sense. I don't think I even, like, I was just pissed. So I didn't even do anything. So I'm putting this guy on block. And then I don't understand what happened between you two. This guy is getting my blood to boil. I just need all the facts. I just want to understand why he's talking to me like some punk, right? Like, if you were to be like, bro, this girl, don't get with this girl. She's a cheater. She cheated. Even if you were to be like, hey, your girlfriend's a cheater. She cheated on you with me. And then the guy, and then I'd be like, okay, where's the evidence? I would assume you'd have something, like at least a picture together, at least that was like taken 10 years ago to make it look somewhat legit. I mean, obviously 10 years wouldn't look legit, but you get what I mean. Like, take a picture together, um, text messages, anything. You could Photoshop it. And I'd be like, what is this? But no, this guy doesn't even do any of that. And he's just talking all this smack, and I'm like, who talks like this? Like, this is just garbage. So anyway, my girlfriend goes, oh, but nothing happened, babe. And I'm like, ooh, and this, I was really pissed. I'm like, ooh, I swear, Eve, I wanna bleep and fight this bleep. And I said, I can't be going through this. I have to leave in April. Basically saying, like, look, when I leave, like, the military can't, I can't be having this on my record for the military to be like, oh, look, this guy gets to fight with people. He's not cooperative, then we don't want him. So I'm like, yeah. Because she goes, oh, baby. And I was like, yeah, what? Like, no, I didn't say what, but I was like, yeah. Like, usually I'd be like, yeah, what's up, baby? Or something like that. But I was just like, yeah. I should have just been like, what? But even that, my brain's just like, just say yeah. But she's like, oh, some people are going to be like that with you. A lot of people don't like me, and a lot of people will say things for sure. And I'm just like, ooh. I said, I literally told her, I'm about to fight each and every one of them if they keep up with this. I need time to breathe. Like, literally, I was just trying to calm down. And she goes, you know I chose, like, she's like, baby, I know I chose, she's like, you know I chose you, right? Like, over everyone? I picked you because I want you. And I went on for like a whole paragraph. I was like, look, I'm not upset about that part. Like, I'm not upset that how do I say? I'm not upset that it's you, like, picking me, or, you know, playing like Bachelorette, where, you know, where you, there you go. It took me a while to think of what the heck the Bachelorette was. Sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But yeah, I was just like, man, like, I don't, like, let's say she played Bachelorette, right? She's talking with people, maybe kissed a couple guys, and I don't know about it, right? It's usually best that you don't know about it, because then, you know, jealousy kind of, you know, oversues, and then it's not really the best. But you get what I mean. Like, I don't really want to know, but I can understand if she's playing like Bachelorette, and is talking maybe to more than just one guy, right? But this dude's just like taking it to a whole new thing about like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So I was just like, nah. Like, if you're gonna be somebody who, again, like I said, is gonna be talking about someone in a relationship cheating, you have to at least make it realistic enough for them to understand, and don't be acting rude in any way possible. Like, if you came to me, like the way this guy calling, saying like, oh, the N-word, and all that, nugget, I gotta say nugget, but if he's like gonna just come at me like that, and again, this is just some white guy, just some white kid that just knows her, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, can you leave? You know, like, I'm leaving to the military. Could you get out of my face before I decide that military is no longer for me? Because, again, I really just want to be like, okay, where does this guy live? Where does he hang out? What does he do? What does he do for a living? What does he got? Oh, he does this? Okay, let's go beat him up. And then, you know, even my bro Johnny was thinking, like, oh, this is the dude's name. Like, he literally has his name as David Dobrik. And then his description, obviously, oh, I'm not the real David Dobrik. Like, who's gonna mistaken you for David Dobrik? Oh, but man. But, it really bothered me. And this is kind of why I'm talking about it now. I feel like it's best out and in, and then who knows, maybe I go on to, I don't know, look back on this video one day and go, wow, what was I doing in this Minecraft video? And then, I don't know why I sound like that. But, you know, be like, what was I doing in this video? And then I look at it and think back on this day. Who knows? But, do that because I think we're definitely gonna need a lot. Um, but yeah, like it just irritated so much. Where did I leave off? Um, so anyway, yeah. So I'm saying, um, I guess that's what I was implying, unless my brain took it differently. Because sometimes when you're mad, you do perceive things a bit differently than you typically would if you weren't mad. But after that, I went on to say, I'm not. I'm pissed about some guy. Oh, I think I was trying to say. Whoops. I think I was trying to tell her like, look, I'm not. I'm not mad about. Excuse me. I told her like, look, I'm not mad if about like you like that. I think that was my mentality about like you with another guy before me. Like you just that's dumb. But anyway, again, afterwards, I was like, look, I'm not mad about that. I'm just mad about like this dude who's saying all this stuff. Like that's what's getting to me the most. It's this guy that's talking all this smack, and then I'm gonna smack him upside his head. Maybe that'll fix him up because it's you're just pissing me off. I forgot how this goes. Oh, did I really just put that? But yeah, like he just I'm just happy that I don't even know anything about this kid. Like I would fight him. I swear I would. You know, I'll go get like I don't know. I'll just get somebody. Ah man, like even my bro again. Like I was trying to say, my bro Johnny was just like, oh, I'm about to message this guy right now. I'm just like, oh, I swear. But anyway, I said, look, I said, look, I talked with my bro about it, and I'm more calm now. So it was like after I sent that, I was a bit more calm. And I said, I want to set it straightforward. I'm always gonna believe you. You're my number one. I'm not gonna believe some bleep that comes along saying things like that. I'm always going to be mad at the person who's talking like that and being such a bleep about it. It's a lot of bleeps. I'm sorry. I'm like pissed. Bleep. I'd pop him in the eye if I could. Now that can mean two things: shoot him in the eye, punch him in the eye. I really just wanted to shoot him with a BB gun right in his eye, screw his eye vision, and be like, "Well, that's what you get." Talking all mad. I should be doing like shoot him in the throat or something with the BB gun, but obviously provoking harm in such a way, it's bad, even for me. Like even though there's a situation where it's like, yeah, you're mad, you're defending your girlfriend, this should be something that you're fine with and should do. It's still something that's pretty wrong. But still, like I was just so mad. So this is just me talking out of pure like anger. But then I repeated one of my quotes, or not one of my quotes, but rather a quote from my bro. I told him, I was like, look, just like my bro said, push it aside. That ain't worth your time. Keep an eye and ear always open though. Don't want anyone playing with you. You're gonna be fine. Just focus on the good stuff and don't let lies and liars get to you. And then my girl, and then I put his name at the end, like that's his quote. And then my girl's just like, yeah, he's right. And I said, he got me to breathe now. I blocked the guy. It's all fine now. And then she goes, I wonder if he had anything else to say. Knowing him, he probably did. He's an idiot. And I was like, oh, and then we're still watching the Avengers, the Endgame. This is the scene where Captain America picks up the Thor's hammer. I mean, anytime Captain America's on screen, honestly, oh, I love it. Heck, with the Falcon being the new Captain America, I just might have to get the Disney Netflix thing, just so I could see that because I love Captain America. Um, but I was like, oh yeah, my favorite part of I'm like, it's good timing because or no, it's good that it just ended because my favorite part of the movie's about to happen, and this is where I brought the quote to her saying, I'm gonna always follow the words of Captain America. Again, Captain America when he speaks, it's always about being a hero. Captain America is a hero. He's Captain America. He's like the face of America. He defends it. He protects it. Does everything for America. So my girlfriend made like this emoji of like, whoop, like what? And I told her, I said, when the same thing I told my bro, when the world pushes you, telling us to move. We stand firm, planting ourselves like a tree beside the river of truth, and say, no, you. I love that. I just love it. No matter how many different ways you say it, I think it's just that line. Plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and say no. Although that does sound like something you'd hear in the Bible, so I think that's what makes it good. Anyway, I told her it's an obstacle that we faced. The guy, and then I was trying to put it, like the guy was trying to push us and to ruin us, pushing us out of the way of what we want. She goes, yeah. And then, because she comes in. I said, we stay firm by the river of truth. I've gotten over this. If there was more to come, at least I know with these words we would have a good relationship. If, we do that. And then she asked the question, have you ever cheated? And, like, something in me snapped. And there was a thing where she asked, like, what for you draws the line? Like, what does somebody do that makes you go, no? And like last time it was just like, oh well, if people are smoking and drinking, I typically like walk away. And then she's like, oh, but what if my friends are smoking and like blow smoke in your face? I'm just like, I'm gonna walk away. Like, I'm not gonna be with your friends if that's gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna yell at them. I'm just gonna be like, nah, I'm done. I mean, I could, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna say I'm done, and I ain't gonna be there. But again, when she said, have you ever cheated, like something in me snaps, because I never cheat. I never think about cheating. Sometimes I like a joke about it, be like, oh, I should just do it. But like, I know that I'll never do it. And that's literally the way that I'm explaining it to her, is the same way I would explain it to anybody else. I said, no, I'm faithful both by like religion and morals, because I think it's, religiously speaking, it's like a sin to cheat. And I do explain that, but we'll get into it. I said, I've always hated cheaters, especially when people were saying that about my ex after we broke up. And that was actually something pretty big. Again, this was the girlfriend that I thought was like the one, You spend so many years together and it's so heartbreaking and stuff. But, after all that, it's just, that's how life is. Not everybody's gonna be the match or the perfect one. So, and then again, especially after like I broke up with or rather she broke up with me, there were some random people came up, I think, and then they were just like, oh, that, she like cheated on you. And I was like, what do you mean? They're just like, yeah, whenever she would want to like go out with somebody else instead of you, it was because she wanted to be with the other guy. And I was just like, well, I ain't with her now, so hope they have the best. But then low-key I was just like, ooh, if this actually is legit, ooh, I was just thinking that the whole time. Like, I was pissed. And I was just like, I don't know, that puts something into me, like, alright, well, I have no respect for cheaters. I could watch the show The Cheaters, and I'd be like, that's goofy, but, realistically speaking, it's just like, oh, they cheated on you? Oh, nah. But, I said, honestly, I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna do that. The worst thing, I'm not gonna do that to you. The worst thing that you have to get from me is forgetting something. Like, for example, let's say you're hungry and you want like a pork taco. I forget that you said pork, and then I end up getting steak. That's the kind of person that I am. I'm forgetful, but I always try to become a better person in any way I can. Like, me being forgetful, I hate it. We'll be playing Minecraft. I mean, the best way I can explain it is when we play Minecraft, we'll talk, and then like I don't remember what we talked before, and I keep thinking we're gonna round up back into it, and then I just completely forget what it was. So that's the kind of person that I am. We'll talk, and then I'll just forget like that. But anyway, I said the worst thing to me in my life would be to let the love of my life slip away. I felt that pain many times in the past. I was trying to tell you, like, many people I thought were the love of my life, and then they just go away. And I felt that pain. I said I felt the pain many times in the past because I've often felt that I've met the one, but I'm always learning and growing up. Relationships are complicated when people in it decide to make it that way, and I can honestly say that communication is a big part of it, which is true. Because a lot of my relationships were always, the girl always had a problem, never wanted to talk about it, and the next thing you know, the problem just kind of builds up, and then I'm always like, I'm not trying to nag at it, but like I want to know, so I could be there to be like, just being supportive in any way I can. And that's literally, it's like a no-no for some people. So I was like, whatever, and obviously communication, for a lot of people doesn't work. Of course, for some it could, but have to build on that. So I said, when you stop talking or don't want to talk to the other person, then you know that the relationship has already died, or is already dead. But I've grown up enough to know that we will be facing obstacles, and you know what? Bring it on. Like, literally, I was just like taking it as a challenge. Because I said, bring it on. This is a relationship that's here to stay. And I said right here, this is going back to the first thing that we said about religion and morality. This is where it comes in. Because I said, also religiously, it would be a sin to cheat, and I feel that's something I can't be forgiven for. You know, but then I proceeded to say maybe religiously forgiven, but morally I couldn't forgive myself. So by religion, again, I'm a Christian. I believe that we should, you know, be able to work things out. And let's say I go ahead and I cheat, and I'm with another girl, either just relationship or sex or something. Um, it's clearly not like the best thing ever, because for one, again, it's like you're cheating, which is bad. You're like betraying everything that you've built with somebody else, which is a sin. And I feel like to an extent you can be forgiven. You know, oh, I changed my ways, and you prove that you can be forgiven. Um, but for most people, even just morally, um, and of course morality depends on people. If it's you yourself, you cheated, and you go, oh man, I'm never gonna do that again, then it just kind of like, okay, and then you either go back to your old ways or you change. But for me, I feel like it's something I couldn't forgive myself, because I'm leaning toward a type of temptation. Again, just building something up with somebody and then going, I'm gonna knock it all down. Doesn't sound right to me, and I feel like that's something I would never forgive myself. So she's reading all this. She puts a little heart emoji because she likes what she's hearing. Um, and I was telling her, um, I honestly think that somewhere bottled up in me, I have more to say, but I've said so much. Like, I was trying to make sure to keep it small, not drain out her time, because she was supposed to be asleep, getting ready for school. And I was trying to bring up the thing, like, oh, I remember when you asked about the drawn line, and like, I don't remember if you called it that, but I remember us talking about it. And I was saying, like, I kind of draw the line at relationship questioning me in bad ways. And then she went back. She's like, "What do you mean by that?" And then I kind of like, I wouldn't say I ignored it, but I was still kind of going on, like, oh, maybe if I just keep talking the way that I do, she would understand. So I said, oh, like me asking, oh, you believe them over me, or oh, you're cheating on me, or, things like that. I even said like when you asked, have you ever cheated? A bit of me snapped, because it almost felt like it, because honestly, it's like, have you ever cheated? It's kind of like, are you a bad person? you know, it's kind of like, I feel like if you say, have you ever cheated? Somebody admits yes, then you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna put less trust in you. I feel like that's kind of what that was. That's what it felt like to me. But I said, you know, uh, it felt like that. A bit of me snapped, because it almost felt like it. I like, blah, blah, blah. Apparently I don't know how to talk. But I honestly know that I'm a good guy, and I don't want questions like that being asked of me, because it's horrible to be like the good kid, and then it's being like, have you ever done crime? I think you might have you done it? And it's just like, oh, I don't want to go through this. And then again, like, proceeded, it's like, I don't like questions like that being asked of me, because it's something that I wouldn't do. um, and I say, if you're someone who thinks that, you probably are someone who, in a way, is insecure, and have to stop that, because relationships are supposed to be built on trust. And there's actually been something like that before. Um, and well, I'm gonna close my phone really quick. Get a little bit back into this. But that was something that I've seen before, and I forgot who I was watching, but I swear that's even somebody else said, like, that's an insecurity, when you're asking the other person, Like, are you cheating? Why are you looking at the other girls like that? Or, you know, things like that. You know, obviously, we have some things like that. Like, I'm not gonna, like, to me, I wouldn't like if my girlfriend were, what's it called? We had, well, it was a bit more of, this was more of a joke, and obviously, I'm pretty sure a lot of people wouldn't either. Um, I was like, talking to my girlfriend, she's like, oh, what is it? Like, look at this. Like, we were walking in a store, and there was a thong, and I thought she was talking about shoes, and then it was kind of back and forth. She's like, "Oh, look, a thong," and blah blah blah, and I was, you know, and then she was joking like, "Oh, what if I wore it to school?" And then in my mind, I was just like, "How do I answer that?" I was like, "If you wear it to school, you know, you're wearing like, don't you wear that if it's like jeans or something?" Or I can't remember what you wear a thong for. Ladies, can you remind me? Can you comment down below? I genuinely don't remember. Um, I could have sworn it's like tight pants or something like that. That you would wear that, and then it's like you don't see it or something. I can't remember. But but yeah, like she was just like, "Oh, what if I wear it to school?" And I was just like, "Okay, I guess. I mean, as long as nobody's seeing it, obviously." And she's like, "Oh, what if I just wear only this?" And I was like, "Oh, stop that." you know. Um. Um. But yeah. It's just crazy. I don't know. This is crazy, but I'm still trying to remember. Like, even though I was saying all that, like, I can't tell you exactly where. I feel like I might have to look it up. But I could have sworn there was like a TV show or something, and they were saying like, if you, or not a TV show, I think was it? I can't. I just know this is what I do know though. Excuse me. Jeez, I gotta stop burping so much. What I do know is, um, in oh wait, this is just a simple pattern. What I do know is, um, there we go. What do I know again? Sorry. It's a Snapchat thing. At least when I saw it, it was a Snapchat thing. Um, it was a show about like second chances or something like that, where um, they would talk out like what was the problem, and then if they would forgive them and try it again. And for one of them, the girl was saying that, and this is why me personally, I wasn't taking the guy serious at all, because in my mind I was getting kind of like flashbacks of this show. Um, but it was like you, this girl suspected her boyfriend of cheating, so she hired this like other cute girl to like investigate, basically not investigate, but like just go and flirt with him, and then see if he'll actually go do something, and then she would tell her about it, and then she would be like, "Oh, you were cheating on me, I hired this girl and you were doing all this and that, blah blah blah." Dang, it's always like two more. And so yeah, so he's constantly telling her like, "No, look, like I didn't do any of that." And you know, part of you thinks like, "Oh, he definitely did," right? But then sure enough, when the truth comes out, the girl that was hired to like, you know, kind of like stalk and get the boyfriend to cheat, basically, turned out she was lying, so that way when he, I guess at some point, breaks up with her, like, "Oh, you cheated on me," break up, gets with her, she would have him for, you know. And that's kind of what I felt that this situation was. It was a guy saying, "Hey, your girlfriend's a cheater and she's a liar. Don't get with her, or don't be with her because she's a cheater and a liar." And then it's like, "Where's your evidence, my dude?" "Oh, I don't have any." "Well, then I can't believe you." Or he could have, again, he could have made something up. I would have believed like some made up stuff, but instead the dude just sewed up Like, I fooled people better with messages from one person, photoshopping somebody else's name onto it, and then sending it to like the third person. But like, come on, like, you could even like take the time, but like, hey, I'm gonna message you some stuff. Um, just ignore them or whatever. You know, that's what I do with my bro Johnny. Like, I'd be like, oh, hey, if you ever want to like Photoshop something, don't be afraid to like go ahead and what's it called? Don't be afraid, like, because I have a tablet which you can message on, and then the messages, if you're on iPhone, will come up green, and then if you want it in blue, obviously you would text my normal phone, which is an iPhone. But I was like, yeah, if you need to Photoshop any of that, yeah, you know, just text one of these, and then bada boom, I got you, bro. So let's do this. Perfect. Um, but yeah, honestly, it's just like I was just telling her, like, you know, relationships are supposed to be built on trust. Like, if there's no trust, then honestly, it's just you're insecure and you're paranoid that some like your partner is just isn't good for you or something. You know, it was just this whole thing. So afterwards, she was replying to one of my things saying like, "Oh, um, where is it?" She was just saying like, "Oh, I was just asking out of curiosity. Like, I wasn't asking because I'm insecure or anything. Because I was trying to say like, you know, if you're asking like, oh, did you cheat on me? Do you really believe this other guy? You know, like, again, for me, it's just pretty obvious. But her, it was just a curiosity. That's why I snapped a little bit, but it was just like, um. But I told her after that, I was like, look, without trust, then we aren't really like in a. In that fact, without trust, we wouldn't even be anything close to like friends, other than just people being too dang nosy. And I told her, well, afterwards, like, that's when I finished up my paragraph, and I was like, look, I know, honestly do know, um, but it's just like that's how my brain clicks. Like, you said that, and I got triggered, you know. So I told her, I'm sorry if it seemed like I snapped at you in any way. I don't mean to come off as that. Like, I apologized in case there, you know, when I'm saying like, oh, I know, or I hate when this is being asked of me. Like, I was trying to be like, look, I don't mean to come off as being, I don't know, violent or something. I just like this look. Like, I'm not this. You get me? So, she's like, it's fine. And I told her, I'm like, I really do think I have a lot to say when it comes to these things. And I told her right now, like, it's past your bedtime. um, I just said, I hope that you aren't feeling upset. And I told her, oh, you know, I want to let you know. Oh, this is where I said it. I didn't even know. And literally, I was just talking so much, I didn't even realize I was the first one to say it. I told her, I was like, look, I want to let you know that I love you. I'm going to give you all of me as much as I can. And then I told her, like, I'm feeling very established. Like, this is what we want. This is what we're going to get. This is what we're going to go for, you know? And so she's like, all, you know, like, and then she also said, me too. And I said, yes, all. It is why I'm trying to do my best to remember everything you say and also pick up on Spanish because she speaks Spanish. Her first language is Spanish and her second's English, so me, it's going to be the other way around. She goes, all I know is when I'm in a relationship, I don't want to lose that person to anybody. Um, and then she tried to get my attention. She's like, baby. And I just told her, I was like, look, I'm not trying to lose you either. This is just one of the serious moments that we've ever had, or we've had so far. Not ever had, but that we've had. It feels very early for us to be having something like this happen, but I suppose sooner than better. Sooner than better. Sooner than later is better. And then I asked her if she was heading to bed. She said, baby. And then going to, commenting on the serious moment. She's like, yeah, it was one of the most serious. And she keeps asking, like, baby. And I was like, what's up? I was like, what? No, I'm joking. But she's like, what? I'm like, what up, babe? She goes, I want all of you to myself. And I said, same here. And I said, hell, I even think that it's evidential uh, when that guy was making me mad. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, just the thought of you with anybody else is what upsets me. And she goes, ah. And she goes, you know, obviously it's past her bedtime. So she goes, good night. I hope you sleep well. I love you. And then that's just kind of just where it all ends. So, yeah, pretty crazy, man. Um, Again, it feels so early. I mean, you know, what's today? Today's Monday, the Should have just kept my watch on. The 19. We've only been together for like 9 days. And yet, here we are. Already running into some guy trying to ruin things. And I'm just like, why? Like, what do you... Like, I don't understand. I think the one thing that I don't understand is people who have issues with others and then try to play it off as, oh, I gotta make sure that this person doesn't have a relationship or something, or oh, I gotta do this and make sure that they aren't happy and satisfied. Like, honestly, it makes no sense. Like, it really doesn't. Like, it pisses me off, if anything, that sorry, my body still hurts. It just doesn't make any sense to have just the even just the talk in general. Jeez, I don't know why I'm stuttering. Just having that talk in general, it was just so like, I can't believe, like, I was going fine. Like, I don't think I was this upset this year. Like, that's the one thing I think that upset me the most. Like, I think I would, kind of upset when, you have somebody like my bros going like, oh, we can't hang out with each other, and I'm just constantly there like, oh, but when we do, y'all leave me behind, and then y'all do your own thing. Like, what is the issue? There we go. Oh, my eyes. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like learning how to do this on my own, not gonna lie. Like, I'm just able to kind of connect it without looking at the layout. Yeah. There we go. And then we will make some stairs. I should probably put on my glasses, but I have no clue where they're at. That's what happens when you lose your glasses. But man, oh man. Best thing I can say is we're doing well again. Again, Friday or Saturday. I let her pick the day in case she would like to do something. I just said, hey, look, you are beautiful. Actually, I'm gonna tell her that on Wednesday. Not Wednesday? Why am I gonna tell her on Wednesday? Like, yeah, you're beautiful, but I'm gonna tell you that later. Like, what? I was gonna say was, I'm gonna tell her that more in person on either Friday or Saturday. Again, I kind of let her choose. I let her choose, what fits more for her. She's starting school, so... sorry. She's starting school, so she should... Or maybe she won't, but she may or may not have free, because her birthday's on Friday. So that's why I kind of put it like, oh, well, if you're not going to do anything on Friday, maybe we can, I'll go over there. I'll get like an Uber. We'll take you out. We'll take you out either, it's Taco Bell. If she really wants Taco Bell, which is just, again, it's freaking funny to think Taco Bell. Body hurts. I'm still thinking about that freaking guy. Sorry, I shouldn't be thinking about him, but yet in my mind, I'm just like, oof, But did I? What was I saying? Yeah, but like that, I don't know. I'm just close to just giving up, not on the relationship, but just like talking about it, because that guy's gonna be stuck in my head for a while. I think this is the first time ever that we've had some guy, I think first time ever we had some guy try to like ruin a relationship. Hey, why did I come back here? Oh, ladders. But yeah, like I'm trying to say, like it's probably the first time ever I've seen someone do that to me. You know, again, like the other one could have worked during the relationship, but instead, um, you have them telling me like after we break up. So it's just like, is it any better? Like we broke up. I don't care about this person anymore. Why are you telling me that? But what else? I can't even remember who told me that. Maybe it was just somebody who wanted to hate her, and then I don't know. But I'm still friends with my ex. Don't talk with her like I would or would like to, but I mean, you know, that's not everybody's gonna be like that. I think I still have old ideas like, oh, it's still cool to be friends with your ex, you know, like even though it might not work out, you know, you could still be buddies and talk and stuff, and that's kind of what I was hoping it would be, but not really. And that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna go begging like, please talk to me, you know. Boom. Okay, perfect. Like this. Perfect. Let's just do these. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Oh yeah. But what do you guys think? I feel like this was handled pretty well. I think maybe it could have been better. Could have been worse. Who knows? Um, I really don't 100% know, but I just hope that it doesn't pop up again. Either same guy with different accounts or just some random guy. Like, I don't understand how she's making these enemies, man. Like, imagine you're just in a relationship. Some random people, or actually, this was a random person, so it's not many people, it's just one guy. But let's just say one person. Some random person out of the blue. You're barely, like, in this relationship. And this guy just comes out of nowhere. No, 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 get out of that relationship. And it's just like, what are you on about? She acts like this. She does this. I did this with her the other day. And it's just like, right, good one. Like, no way. Now, if it's legit, obviously we'd have some problems. But there's no way I'm gonna believe just some random guy. Like, I would believe my bros more. Like, you know. Then at that point, it's just like, you cheated with my girlfriend. You know, you're my bro. She's my girl. You believe more. Obviously, that's like a different issue right there. I mean, imagine that makes some good drama, I suppose. Um, but yeah, I'd say the best bet is to keep away from random people. If you know they're toxic, if you know they're weird, well, I wouldn't say too weird, but anything like that, just get them out. It's as simple as that. Just kick them. But man, oh man, I just can't believe that this all had to happen in one day. Cause I'm over here, you know, I wake up, I'm at a party, you know, I'm feeling happy for my aunt or aunt. I usually say aunt, but then people like my bro, they like joke about me saying aunt or wait, now I'm confused. No, I say aunt, while my bro says aunt because you're supposed to say aunt, not aunt. But that's just how I say it, and I know a lot of other people say aunt as well. Um, so yeah. um, just realized one of my noses are, one of my nostrils, sorry, is it's like clogged up. I'm gonna try to get a it's gonna soothe their throat too. I'm gonna get a cough drop. I'll be right back. That is the stuff. Now, did I need this cough drop? Most likely not. I could have probably... Ooh, I already feel it soothing my throat. Y'all moved. There was one here and one there. And now it's... What? Oh yeah, well I'm at it. Bad news, kind of. All the stuff that we had, remember when we had a diamond shovel and I would just barely tap it once and it'd break like 20 of those, 20 like dirt blocks, and then we had a bunch of other stuff that was really cool, and then we had the pants of mending, and now we don't have those anymore. I fell into some lava, okay? I was playing on my own. Alright, this is what happened. This is literally what happened. I was playing on my own. I figured, hey, what I'll do is I will dig up as much stone as I can. Try turning those into stone, or I'll dig up cobblestone. Turn the cobblestone into stone or stone bricks or both, whatever. I was just doing that. And then I might put some pieces together. So like I believe I did this in the wall on my own, and now we have this wall on video, and I did that I think on my own, or that might have been on video. I can't remember what was what anymore, but that was the idea. Like, we're just gonna go dig this up and then put it here. But then stuff kind of happened where it didn't really go as planned, because let's say this water was lava and there was a big pool. I kind of fell in, and then when I was trying to get out, I couldn't. Like, it was very specific or something, or it was just the way I was getting hit. I couldn't get out, so I died in lava, and I hoped that my stuff would jump out, but all that came out was like bone meal, sugar, and oak. Let's just say those are what they were. I only remember bone meal. So yeah, it wasn't exactly the best experience, but we did have fun though. Because afterwards, and I didn't even explain that, and this will be in an update video, when we complete this castle, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an update video, regardless of if a lot of things are done, like over there and over there and over there, you know what I mean? Because the only new thing that we have added is this, which is here and over there. Now, I really wish two things. One, this wasn't here. In fact, over, like, a bit more over there. Two, it wasn't there at all, and it was in there. But yet again, it still looks kind of, like, cool, good, and clean, because as soon as you get out, you can, you know, walk like I'm thinking about doing like a path. Obviously this needs to get covered up, but I'm thinking about doing a path that, like, you know, from here, just doing a path, and then just turn. See that? So it'd just be like that. It should be this turn, and then what I'm also thinking of doing, and I said it before in a live stream, is I'm thinking about doing, and I even told my cousin, I'm thinking about doing a village over here. So I'm thinking we put this straight path kind of this way. We'll probably cover up this part since it's just this pit. And then maybe once it gets to up here, we'll go a little more out, and then I don't know, because I want to do the village like around here, right? So like if I make a house, part of it might be inside of here, it might be inside of there, then there's gonna be stuff up here. Like, this is a very lopsided building, or not building, but like terrain. Is that what you call it, right? I saved its life. No. Sorry if you hear the cough drop. I'm just barely thinking about that now. Now, the idea is we'll make a farmhouse, because I want to move everything into here. Like, this is huge. Like, why wouldn't I want to move stuff in here? So I'm thinking, which we do, this is where the pineapple's at, or pineapple, this is pumpkin. Either on this layer up here, or remove this. I'm thinking about doing it just up here. See if possible to add some type of church right here. So you'll have this giant castle, a church kind of up here, right? Religion, remember back then when religion was almost as equal as royalty, the king. And even, I think, was it during World War? It might have been, no, not during World War, my bad. It was like way before the World War. If somebody was a pope, or even the church in general, saw something as like a threat, they could declare war. So, like, imagine having that much power. Wait a second, I'm just realizing something right here. The one on the left looks bigger than the one on the right. Either it's just the lighting, or it's me. There's no way. It's the same thing. Hold on. I think it's the lighting, because this one looks bigger than this one. But then I'm realizing the left one looks a bit more brighter than the right. Because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And it's at the corners. Huh. It's really weird. It's completely even, and yet it played a trick on my eyes because of light. Wow. What I might do though, because this is like repetitive, and I'm tired, but I'm not that tired. I'm thinking. So what I'm thinking we go ahead and we start building the floor. Now this is gonna be a pain because we don't have stone bricks, not yet, but we don't have stone bricks. Now I don't know how many I'm gonna need. Well, a lot, but alright, 60 is really all we need. How many is in here now? Let's put another stack just in case. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. We have plenty of cobble over here. I'm not gonna bring any more cobble this way until we use all of them up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to lay out 3, 3 this way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, because it'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then 3 this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, this one's a doozy. I'll pull out my pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let me double check. This time I'm going to count it with the one that we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright. Now here we need to go 1, 2, 3 up just to match that. So yep. 1, 2, 3. That is the same as that, right? Okay. I gotta make sure. Sometimes it plays tricks on my eyes. Then this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. 3, 4, 5, 6. So there should be 30. Let me just double check on that one, just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why that dirt's there, but we're gonna cover that. Oh, that's another thing. Oh man. Oh wait, but no, I just realized this part we're gonna take out regardless. It's this that we need to take out. Because I want the inside, just like in the picture where it shows grass, because I want two things. One, I want there to be trees, but then I know that trees are not gonna be good, because if, let's say I need to, oh, there you go. Let's say I need to go to my castle or something, or I'm just exploring, you know, a creeper could end up hiding there, you know. I told my cousins to try to make this all even and with grass, and he's did a pretty good job. He took out all the trees and stuff, but he didn't do this part. So that's a little disappointing. So we're just gonna fill up this with there we go. Okay. Obviously, it's not all gonna be perfect, but bear with us here. Alright, so we're gonna go 3 this way with our hand. Right? Because it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. Then, we're gonna go this way. I think it's just straightforward. 1, oh, make sure you get the pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, did I really do this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Something about this isn't right. Because I'm getting 4 here. Right? But I'm getting 5 on the picture. So I want to double check if my numbers are right. So this is supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 this way. So we have 8. 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm off by 1. Yeah, because it's 8, 9, 10. Okay. See? So we did make a mistake. Okay, so this is just 1 in... Okay, they see that the spiders are coming out and the zombies, so we're gonna actually do the bedtimes. Like there's a zombie in here. You might need to put in more torches, which I'll do on occasion. You'll just fade away, because don't you know I'm still standing. I like Elton John. I think I remember my cousin being like, you know, he's gay, and I'm just like, I thought to myself, like, does it matter? I should have said something. I should have been like, look, because he's a little kid. Let me say this now. He's like 12 years old, and on that side of my family, they don't like, I swear they don't like gay people at all. And the kids, poor them, like, I'm honestly saying, like, poor kids, jeez, because to be completely honest with you, they're just constantly making, like, it doesn't even matter what, they're just being like, oh, you're gay, or, well, they won't say you're gay, they'll be like, you're fruity, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it doesn't even matter what, like, you could be relaxing and stuff, and they're like, oh, you're so fruity, like, you doing that, oh, you're fruity, and it's just like, what's going on? So, you know, and then, I mean, most likely they're gonna grow out of that. I forgot I had another shovel, to be honest. Like, as I was trying to say, like, it's most likely they're gonna grow out of that mentality. But still, you know, you have to at least show something. Like, I know I say it, but like, if I have kids, I would want them to at least be, you know, kind and respectful to others. And earlier today, actually, even at the gender party, the gender reveal party, there was a little girl who, I guess she was playing with a little ball, and then she just comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, excuse me," and I was just like, "What?" I was like, "Hi," and she's like, "I was playing with the ball, and I need help or something." And I was like, "What do you need help with?" And she's like, "The ball's stuck under there," and it was just like this little like bench, and it was just underneath it. I guess she just didn't want to like crawl on the dirt to get it, and that's fine, you know. And then she's like, "Can you help me get it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got you. I get it." And you know, sure enough, I grab it. I give it. You know, I wiped it off a bit because it had like some dirt. I was just like, "I wipe that off." And I'm like, "Here you go." And then she's like, "Thank you." And then it was just like, "Dang," you know. I got a soft spot. What can I say? I got a soft spot, and I feel like me saying this makes me sound like some type of pedo, but I feel like a soft spot for like little girls. All right, I'm gonna say it. I said it, but it's true. I feel like I do, and I don't know why. Because when she was just being very polite, she's like, "Thank you," and all that. I was just like, it warmed my heart. Like, I was melting, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, why? Like, why is this happening? And then, what's down here? Nothing important I see. Um, you know, and I was just like, oh, it warmed my heart. Or melted my heart? Which one is it? Is it warmed my heart or melted? I don't know. And then, like, in movies, like, I remember the movie, what movie is it? The remake or reimagining of, Pet Cemetery. That freaking made me cry when the daughter dies. Twice it made me cry because the first time I saw it in theaters and I was like, I teared up, and then my bro was just like, "Are you crying?" And I was like, "No." I was just like, "Man," I didn't even say no. I was just like, "Man, it's just so sad." And then the second time was when we rented it. My mom was just like, "Ugh, I got all these movies play like this," and I was like, I don't want to watch that." So I just rearranged it, and I was just like, "I want to watch Pet Cemetery." Um, I like it. I think I like the new one. Whoa, I like the new one more than the original. But you know, there's still. I don't think it should be a movie that inspired, or that should be made into a movie. You get me? I feel like that's something that like I think works as a story, or maybe even a short. You know, those movies that show little clips, little shorts. You know, I think that could have probably worked. But again, um, I don't know, but I think the newer version of Pet Cemetery does a lot of does a better job at telling the story. But still, again, even when I rented it and I was watching that with my mom, like I still like cried. Like I got tears in my eye. So for some reason I got a soft spot. So if I ever have a daughter, I think I'm gonna be freaking terrible as a parent because it'd be so hard to be like no, you know what I mean? But it's true. It's true. For some reason I got a soft spot and I don't know why. Um, to be honest, I don't even know how we got this far into like movie talk. But you know what, guys? I hope you like this castle because in future videos, this is just what we're gonna be seeing from now on. Again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to make everything very medieval, or you know, whatever goes along with the castle. You get what I mean? Like it could even, it doesn't even have to be like medieval. Oh, excuse me. Would Viking be considered medieval? I'm not sure. But if it is, as long as it looks good with it, I'll put it. Now, obviously, some of these are going to be put away, so I'm going to be fine if there's like a bit that's missing. There you go. Okay, so I think that's good enough. And then, oh boy, I just realized we need more. Wait, I have an idea. Shovel. And the shovel is going to be a lot easier, I think, technically speaking. So we're going to go again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 3, and then we're gonna dig up this one because I'm so dumb, and then we're gonna put that back. Where am I at? Okay, so I'm at. Let's look at it this way: Skleet, Sklot, Skloot. I don't know how many this was. We're just gonna look at it like this. Perfect. Then 1, 2, 3. It's like 4, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then how many this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crud. Wait. 5, 6. This is so bad. 1, 2, 3. Do it like that. So we need plenty, but not like too much. Because this is going to be the interior. So everything other than this that I made is going to be stone. And that's actually a pretty good start, to be honest. Because then we don't have to worry too much about doing that later on. And then doing the shapes will be easy. And then we just build up and... Yahtzee. No? Okay. I was looking at the wrong number for a second, but you know what? Sometimes you have to look at the number wrong to get the right answer. Doesn't even make sense because it would still be wrong. Alright. There we go. And then we only have 6 left, so this is actually a bit short. By 1. Are you kidding? Are you for real? We're just short by 1? And is it really this close? 1, 2, 3, 4? I guess it is. Okay, well, let's go to daytime. I think what we'll do, because I know for sure we're gonna have enough to fill up that floor, but I think that might be the last thing that we do, because I am feeling a bit exhausted, and you know, let me get another stack. I am feeling a bit exhausted, and Minecraft typically does that with me. It likes to drain out my batteries. Let's do it this side first. But man, oh man, we really had quite the adventure today. You know, I'm happy for my aunts. I literally had to think about it. Because I almost said my aunts. But you know, I'm happy for them for, you know, having a kid, and I think my actual aunt, right? Because you know, she's a lesbian, married, so I had to, you know, say, oh, look at my other auntie. Oh my goodness, video games is hard. Let's put it like that. But yeah, so I think it was like my aunt wanted a boy, and then what? And then the other one wanted a girl. My aunt-in-law, my auntie, she wanted a girl. I think that's how it was. So I was kind of, oh, what the heck, my thing broke. I was kind of in debate for if it was gonna be a boy or a girl. I really was. I was thinking about it, and I was just like, I don't know. It could be, maybe it won't. I couldn't think. Part of me wanted to just say girl, just so I could wear a pink shirt and be like, yeah, I'm wearing pink. Because I want a pink shirt for like some reason. I don't know. I just think pink would be a nice color to wear. But something told me like boy. I was like, it's a boy, or at least I would want them to have a boy. Something told me that. It's like I want them to have a boy. So so when it came time, because they bought this thing where it's kind of like the fireworks, you know, where you think of it like a Roman candle, but the bottom you're supposed to twist, or would that be considered fireworks? I don't know. But you twist it, and then, you know, obviously the pressure breaks, and then all the blue, not smoke, I don't know what you want to call it. I mean, I was gonna say like chalk, but then I'm just like, imagine throwing chalk in the air like that. But then again, you do chalk up your hands, right? I don't know, but whatever that blue stuff was, we'll just call it blue dust, and blue confetti and stuff. But you know, I don't know. I'm pretty happy for them. But again, like my actual auntie, she was like bawling hard, and everybody was asking like, were you crying this much when you know, were at the wedding? And you're like, yeah, I'm getting married. They were like, no, or not I, but they're like, no, she didn't even cry that much. And I think she admitted it herself. Excuse me. And then it was just funny to think like she cried so much more for the fact that she's gonna have a baby boy than, you know, like her own wedding. So it's kind of funny to think of, just kind of funny. Sweet. But I don't know. Again, happy for them. I wish them the best, and I couldn't be any more happier and proud of them to have gone through everything that they go through. And then, of course, obviously, and then this is why I hate the other part of my family, is because it's like, it was really dumb, because, and I'm gonna explain it, relax. I think it was really dumb that my other aunt, I got like too many aunts. I got 3 of them. Okay? I got 3 of them. I got another aunt. She the religious one, okay? Raised the family that way. That's fine, right? But what annoyed me was that they're like, oh, we're gonna pray for them, and then, or like pray for the baby or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, part of me was just like, yeah, you know, praying that the baby's gonna be good or something, like in good health. But then part of me was just thinking, like, is it because they're a lesbian couple that is married, and because you follow such old ideas that you don't, like, you expect this child to come out in such a different way? Like, I don't understand. Like, yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. It's kind of like me growing up, I'm the only child of a single mother, right? It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, even I try using that as an example, but I'm just like, even then, it's just like, I don't understand. Like, imagine, I don't know, like, if you were bisexual, does that mean, I don't know. It's just, that part of the family is just really weird, and I hate it. But my little cousins, I see something in them that I honestly hope that they grow up to be different than how the family is, to be completely honest. You know, I see, like, the one that I'm always, you know, kind of playing Minecraft with now, you know, he's freaking kind, and, you know, he helps out. You know, I think he said he plays, like, less Fortnite now, but he's bored, and he's just like, man, I don't know what, you know, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to play. And I'm just like, well, you know, you can play something, you know. And typically it leans to things like Minecraft and like Fortnite, Ghost Recon, those kind of games. In Ghost Recon, we were dominating, but then he put competitive, and then, like, we started losing, and I'm just like, man, this is Overwatch all over again. um, but yeah, I don't know. I just hope that they don't grow up to be like them, where they're very kind of like strict on ideas and things like that. That they don't give, like, they give too much to something. You know what I mean? Like, how to explain? Like, they put in more into the faith than they do people. It feels like, and then they stay in that circle. Because every time I ever see that part of the family, and they're like having an event or something, they know, oh, we're having a party because this happened. I swear, every time they just bring everybody from the church, and then it's always, we gotta pray for this, gotta pray for that. And I'm just like, I understand. Again, it's your religion. You know, you're free to do that, but, like, I don't know. It just seems pretty dumb to me. Like, again, like, the idea was, well, I'm just saying, for America, because the part of me thinks, like, it's people are supposed to be able to express themselves in the ways that they want. Of course, obviously, we do have laws. You can't be like, the way I can express myself is by getting naked. You know, you can't, you can't do that. But, you know, it's just, I don't know. This family is very dysfunctional. You know, and I'm just happy I came out the way that I am, and have the people that I am. I'd rather have just my bros than I would, like, anything else. Like, I'd rather just be cool, have my bros, and that be that. Other than these people. Yes, I'm saying it like that. Like, what is it? Contradict and decide what we should be because of stuff, you know, like, again, like, a lot of the ideas from the Bible you know, I'm just gonna admit, the stuff from the Christian religion, it heavily influences a way that society kind of works. It decided kind of what was normal, what was, you know, this and that, and you know, let's just take it. And just being completely honest, I think that sometimes those ideas are kind of dumb. It's always been that debate. It's like, oh well, I'm Christian, and I'm cool with gay people, and then you actually see that. It's just like, oh, are you really? And then it's just like, yeah, look, I'm inviting all these gay people to this, or oh look, we're having a little Christian religion event, but you're gay and you can still come. I like that. I like when you can invite people who are gay or whatever, anything like that. Like the Bible just saw people like that as evil. People who are gay, it's like, oh, you can't be that religion. Um, but it's like you can't decide that. It's just like saying, the idea whenever we go in a church, I swear, and I'm kind of happy that I never went back to that church. Because every time we go back, it's always, we are born with what? We are born with sin. And it's just like, what? Like, it's so weird. Because it's like sex is an act of sin, and you have to be forgiven to do that, but yet the child who comes out purely innocent is born with sin. So I don't know. The whole point is just forgive everything and bless everything. It's kind of what it is at this point. And it's annoying. Okay, let me tell you that now. I don't want to have to go to a church and constantly be like, I need forgiveness. Forgive me for farting in that bus. You know what I mean? And it sounds like I'm making a lot of like mockery of Christianity, and again, being a Christian myself, it's just like saying like, oh, because I have this skin color, I can do this, and it's like that mentality almost, right? I feel like I'm able to do that, right? If not, well then I don't know, do something, take down this channel if you don't like it. But again, I don't know. It's just a weird family. Again, I really hate the idea of a family who, I'm very family oriented, and I think I've read, or somebody told me that with the Latino community, family's more the big dog. Like, family is the number one reason for like why some things either do or don't happen. Like, I think I learned that from the Marines. They're just like, oh, so what would stop you from joining us? And I was like, oh, family. And they're like, a lot of people in the Latino community would not join because of, they would not join because family. They got care, they care too much about the family and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess that's pretty legit. And it's true. It's pretty hard to let go of family, but I just think it's horrible to look at your family as like not family. You get what I mean? Because it's like, even though they have an event for everything, it's just like, why aren't they, doing, like, I don't understand. It's just like, I have a feeling they could go into like, they'll be fine with people, then they'll be like, oh, I'm gay, and then it's just like, oh, I have an issue, this person's gay, I need to get them away from me. Like, I feel like that's what goes through their head. And again, I've heard my cousin say before, like, oh, I'm okay with them, but then when I supported them, he's just like, they're bad. You know what they do? Look what they do to our religion. They make fun of it. It's just like, we do too. And it's not like we don't make fun of other people's religion. We're constantly, what is it? Doing like the, excuse me, I'm so sorry. But it's like, we make fun of everything. And yet, it's just, I think that's what we have as a problem. Right? That's our problem as Americans. We're either okay with people mocking us because we like don't care, or somebody mocks us and then we flip out. It's not like oh, they're mocking us, let's mock them back, or anything like that. No, it's just, oh, they're mocking us, I hope they die and they get killed. And it's like, what the heck? You know, again, I follow groups where they just show like other countries.
Welp.
Oh, excuse me. It looks to me like that is a sign that we should wrap things up. So, I think we'll wrap things up, and then maybe later today, because right now it's 3 a.m., so I don't know. It's been a while since I think, when did we last put up a video? I feel like it's been like 2 days, at most 2 days. But realistically, one, I want to say. What? No way, that's not you. You for real? See, that's you. Oh, I guess I kind of see it. Okay. I was looking at my friend, I'm like, you look very different. And then I'm like, zoom in closer, and I'm like, oh, I see it now. It's like the second picture, the picture before that looks more like her. Huh? Unpopular opinion relationship edition. Your girl is not trying to argue with you 24/7. She just wants to be heard. Eh? This dude? Whatever. What is this? The lionfish is destroying the Florida coast. Now they're learning to fear the Glock. What? Extreme outdoorsman introduces invasive lionfish to a Glock 17. Parry this, you filthy casual. What? This is so random. See, I want to know about this. It says Braun Strowman reveals what happened backstage after Brock Lesnar punched him in the head for reals. Braun Strowman recently spoke to to Talk Sport about what Vibe like. Here we go. We laughed about it afterwards. What? Oh, I missed this part, sorry. It says backstage after the match, and he noted that he and Brock had a nice laugh after. Oh, I didn't even need it. He said, we had a laugh about it afterwards. It is what it is. We got to go back, and I said, hey, my bad. He said the same thing, and we went about our business. We're both grown-ups. We both knew what we were getting into, and at the end of the day, we're both very dominant males, and neither of us wanted to get into an inch. Really? Give in an inch? So weird. I never heard somebody say that. Whatever. So in the end, we took an inch from each other. The monster among men went on to say that he always approaches matches involving Brock Lesnar as if they were real fights. Okay. Working with Brock, I go in with the mentality that I'm in a real fight. You have to. I remember Royal Rumble a couple years ago. I got little ants in my pants. So did he. We threw some heavy hitters at each other and got carried on from there. Let's face it, Brock's one of the baddest human beings on the planet, and I enjoy it. I like physical aspect of it. I didn't get into this thinking it was water polo or tennis or anything like that. I knew this was a full contact sport, and when you're in the ring with Brock Lesnar, it is full contact. Ask anybody that's worked with him. Brock brings the big fight, and that's why people pay money to see him. What? Braun should have dropped him backstage. He has the strength of and size to easily do it. I fail to see why everybody acts so scared of Lesnar. He's nothing. Half the roster backstage could wipe him on the floor in a legit fight. Vince has built this false image. Jeez, this guy's really trying to What is going on? Thank you. This guy puts it best. Translation. Basically, he punched me in the head and humbled me. Like, it's true. I mean, oh my god, what's this? Randy Orton steps out. 10-year-old me. I have voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. And it's on here again. How many people are sharing this? If Michael Jackson said explain this. I love when people do stupid stuff like this. I swear. But plays a disabled veteran, uses his fame and fortune to support real disabled vets. I don't even know who that is, but okay. When my girlfriend comment on my post making it look like we talk. What? People are really weird. Alright. We had enough of this today. This project, again, like, I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but I'm gonna say it every other time I can. It's a big project. It's not like this is something we will, I mean, if for some reason, but I mean, realistically speaking, this isn't something that we would get done, like, tomorrow. What is this? Oh, well, I skipped it by accident, so I guess I can't see what this is. What I'm thinking is, since we kind of already did a lot of stuff today, I'm thinking what we will do is work on the Citadel part, which is that big part that we were kind of digging the floor for. I like my face. We're gonna work on that. Actually, I want to look up something very quickly on the skins, because I'm looking at, it's like a bunch of animals, right? Power Rangers, Castaway. Are these free? No, not all of them. Zombie Hero Prime, Zombie Pigman, Cow, Skeleton, Lone Star, Awesome Knights. Okay, so a lot of these are free, surprisingly. Like, imagine being this. Oh, that's what that was? Because the background's so dark. Uh-oh. This one just says hyena, so I don't know what pack he's from. It's not like these. I want the Sly Cooper one, low-key. Maybe it is, and I'm looking at the wrong one. I think it might be. Yeah, because this one's battle and beastises. So you got a tiger, a leopard, a preacher, a creature. I like this one. But then this one's kind of like a panda, a lemur, a shark, a walrus, a dolphin, a narwhal, an orca, a gecko, the fox, toad with a sloth, the badger, a mole, a capybara, the hedgehog. Ooh, why am I not wearing this one? I mean, my name is Hyena Punk, but I do like hedgehogs. Octopus, rat. Wait, another mole. It's a mole rat. Oh, these are just like some random stuff. And then you get this one, where you got the zebra, the panther, the warthog. Really, this one warthog? Oh, the tusks go like back. The baboon, the meerkat. I remember seeing these before. The rhino. Actually, my cousin plays as this one, the rhino. The hippo, the elephant, the lion, the aardvark, a leopard, a gnu, a hyena, an antelope, a gorilla. Baby? The heck's a bush baby? I feel like I've seen that though. A crocodile, and then battle. Well, that kind of sucks. Because I have a head of a bear. Alright, little cartoon bear. Oh, wait. There you go. Because I have a head of a, like a little, like, cartoon bear, whatever that, I want to call that. Like, chibi bear, I don't know. Oh. But I swear that's what we have, on our wall, I mean, on our dresser, duh, that's where it's at, where else? I don't know, if there's a way to turn it into a hyena, we'll do it, but, it's already, like, what, 3 in the morning? It's 3:12. One of my buddies messaged me 3 minutes ago, surprisingly, I didn't even realize. Can't even see me. Hot Asian buns. Seventh floor? Okay, I don't know where you're at. Who? Morphe and Jeffree Star. $35 Jeffree Star artistry palette? I'm using words I haven't used before. Where did this James Star person just... Ooh, what are you eating? Damn, that look good. Historical photos that'll make your skin crawl? I mean, I don't know if that one's legit, but whatever. This is just people dancing. But yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I'm tired. So, if you watched, thank you for watching. Please. What? I don't understand how this one gives you chills. I'm sorry. Just for 1 second. It says the only female in history to strike out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. I don't know how to say your name. You go, Jackie Mitchell. And it's just her shaking their hand. So I don't know about chill. I feel like when you say it gives you the chill, it gives it the chills is like, you know what I mean? Like when you see something spooky and you're like, hoo, you know? Or this one right here. You won't see that at a zoo anymore. The only known photo of a living quagga at the London Zoo. The zebra donkey? I don't know. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. Hit that like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully it'll be the update video instead of moving. Maybe if I did this regular, all the way up to like the update, it might take another 2 videos, but who knows? Who knows? Subscribe to the Zaben Project, fellas. Come on, we need to get these subs up, man, or else I'm not gonna be playing Fortnite. Oh, I remember this racing racing cars on the roof of the Fiat factory in Italy. I remember seeing that. Wasn't there another one? I don't know. An elephant, okay. I don't know if you guys want to do any other, what's it called? If you guys want to do any other game? I don't know. I just really am invested too much into this world, so, yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really tired. There's nothing I can really say. So thank you, goodbye, as always, stay healthy, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the Zaven Project, where I put up edited videos, and I'll see you guys next time when we stay healthy and stay healthy.